Okay. So what is the meaning of a market? Market doesn't mean that it will be some market like Carrefour or Lulu or Makkah hypermarket. Market means customers. Okay. So if someone says, or you read in a newspaper that Oman is a big market for cars, that means in Oman there are many customers for cars. Those who are interested in buying cars. So market means the customers. Just keep it in mind that market means customer. So the definition which is given in the slide was those people or organizations that may be interested in buying the product. Okay. If the regulation or law permits, that means the product itself is legal product. Legal product means that means in many countries many things are not allowed. You are not allowed to do a business of many things. For example, in Oman, as an Islamic country, it is not permitted, or only few people are permitted to sell wine. Okay, so wine business, if someone is interested in buying that, that may be not possible. So you are looking at the product which is legally possible and there are customers for it. So you will call it a market. So you need to know that for your type of product, okay? Now, I hope you remember the two classifications, low involvement product and high involvement product. I have put it in the chat box for your convenience. So there is low involvement product, there are high involvement products. So you must know that for your type of a business, does market exist, or that means the target customers are there. Target customers are those customers who are uh, who are interested in buying your product. For example, then it will become attractive to them, attractive to the customer if it is there is a need for that type of a product. That is what is the definition of marketing. If you see, marketing means satisfying the customer at a profit. So if you are selling your product, even the customer knows the cost is less. Cost means the cost of making this product plus the cost of distributing it into different shops included in it. So this is the total cost of this. I'm just giving you an idea. Inshallah, in the next unit, we will talk about the financial things like costing of the product as well. So what you do, if you make a product for 500 paisa, then will you sell it in the market for 500 paisa?
No, no.
No. Okay, good. So you will sell it for a higher price. Yes. Thank you. So you will sell it for a higher price, right? So customer, even if you are buying something, you know that this person is selling it at a high price. The cost is less than that. Even you are satisfied buying it at a higher price, right? Because you think that this product is a product which is as per your need, as per customer need. This is known as quality, right? I put it in the chat box. This is just for your understanding. You say this is a quality product. This is iPhone is a quality mobile phone or Samsung is a quality mobile phone. What does quality mean? Quality means it is, yes, 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 Mohammed Said.
It depends on you.
Yeah, it depends upon you. Very good. It is as per your need. Because maybe If some product is a quality product for you, maybe it is not a quality product for me. How come? Let me give you an example. Okay, I travel a lot, let's say. So I need a laptop which is the weight of that laptop should be less. Okay. So, and the battery timing should be more. These are the requirements which I am telling. I would be interested, I will be a customer of a laptop which has longer battery life, which weighs less because I have to travel now. So I have to put it in a bag and I have to travel. So I don't want it to be heavy. I want it to be less in weight. Then I want to have integrated camera in it. That means camera should be there because if I'm traveling and there are meetings or things like that, I can do it on the go. On the go. That means I am traveling and I am using my laptop. So I also want Bluetooth. Okay, Bluetooth, Wi or Wi-Fi capability in it. So these are the requirements which I may need. Maybe I need a spill resistant. That means if a water fell on the keyboard of my laptop, it will not create a big problem. Why? Because if I'm on a travel, maybe I'm drinking something, it can fall on the laptop. So these are the requirements. If I find a laptop as per my requirement, that will be a quality product for me. But let's say Muhammad Saeed likes to play games on laptop and he wants a very powerful laptop. Okay. So if he wants a powerful laptop, that means there should be he needs a laptop with a dedicated graphics card. Graphics for games, there are graphics, right? So you need a better graphics card so that it will look like you are watching it on TV or playing it on Xbox or PS4. So the point is, his it doesn't matter. He needs a bigger screen laptop for gaming. It looks better. You don't need a small screen for playing games. Battery is no issue because he will be playing games. So as a gaming laptop, maybe 1 or 2 hour battery is okay. So think about it. For him, the quality is that the laptop should have a better graphics card, a better powerful processor. Maybe he needs more space. That means the hard drive should be bigger so that he can store different games in it. So that means the quality. We are talking about laptop, right? But the quality changes from me to him. And remember, this happens only for high involvement products. Remember that. It happens for high involvement products only. It doesn't happen for low involvement products. Low involvement products for you and for me will be the same. How come? This is ball pen. This is used for writing. For you, it will write. For me, it will write. So maybe our requirements are not different. For us, quality is the same, that we need a good ball pen which we can write for many times. Do you get my point? This is a low involvement product. In low involvement product, quality for the customer would be the same. You are going to buy soap. So maybe most of us, we would not look at the name or the brand. Brand means the company. I'm putting it in the chat box. Pepsi is a brand. Coca-Cola is a brand. Company name which has become very famous. Lux, soap brand. Maybe none of us would go to the market to buy only Lux soap. 95% of us as a customer would go and buy maybe any soap. We will see the price. And if, after all, soap is for washing hands. Maybe you like Lux soap, but maybe sometimes you would not buy Lux. You will buy some other soap. Why? Because for you, the soap is a quality product if it washes your hand properly. That's it. That is for all of us. Our requirements, our needs are not different for low involvement products. Do you get my point? Like you are going to buy sugar. Now, any brand, do you see the name of a brand on the sugar pack? I don't see. 95% of the people, they don't see it. They will buy any sugar because sugar is after all sugar or salt. So these are low involvement products. In low involvement products, customer is more concerned about the price, right? More concerned about the price or availability. So you are looking after the price, you are looking after the availability. Here, the concept of 4 Ps comes. In your slides, it was at the last. Last time we talked about it, I know, but I have to, because I need to refresh your mind. So there are 4 Ps: product, price, place, promotion. You need to know which P is good for you. I'm putting it in the chat box. There are 4 Ps: product, price. I know you know the strategies, but I'm just refreshing it. Promotion, product, price, promotion, and place. Different companies use 4 Ps differently. For some companies, some Ps are more important. For other companies, it may be different. It depends upon your product type as well. Like I am doing a business of a low involvement product or a high involvement product. Let me give you an example. Okay, I started a business of water bottles. So is it a low involvement or a high involvement? You can put it in the chat box. Water bottles. So I will be making water bottles like uh, different companies like Salala or Oasis or Oasis Oman is there, and many companies, Jable Akhtar, and so many companies are there, right, for water bottles. I will be starting a business like that. So Pradeep Musalam said, low involvement. I need more answers. I need your feedback in this. What happened? Only one replied. I asked that I'm starting a business of, yeah, so I'm starting a business of water bottles. I will produce water bottles and sell them in a market. First of all, you need to tell me whether it is a low involvement product or a high involvement product. Low involvement product, Rashid Said said. Muhammad Said, why high? And no Khamis, why high? Why do you think water is a high involvement product?
Mr. It's water.
It's water. So it's same, right? It's a mineral water. It is for drinking purpose, right? It should be clean. It should have some minerals in it. So for me and for you, maybe we will go and buy water we don't see. When you buy a water bottle, small water bottle, do you tell the shopkeeper I need only Noor water bottle or Oasis water bottle? Maybe only some people will do that. 95% of us would say, just give me a water bottle. Even if you like Oasis water, if it is not there, you will quickly take any other brand of the company. Yes or no? Do you get the point?
No, no, again.
I'm saying when you are buying water, do you easily switch or not? This is also a very good test to know whether it is a low involvement or high involvement. You go to a canteen or you go to some shop. You like Oasis water. I believe it that you like, let's say, Oasis company water, but it is not there. It is not there. What will you do? They say other water bottle is there, some other company, let's say Noor company is there.
Yes, of course, I will buy it.
You will buy it. So that means you are not concerned about the brand. You think water bottle is a water bottle, right? Whether it is from Oasis company or from Noor company, right? That means it's a low involvement product. This product is a low involvement product. Customer will look at the availability. Which one is available? Easily available. Last time I gave you the example of Pepsi and Coca-Cola. These are low involvement products. You like Pepsi, let's say, but you went to your canteen here in college and you only find Coca-Cola there. What will you do? You will buy Coca-Cola because for you, Coca-Cola and Pepsi both are black in color, both have the almost the same taste. Let's say only few people will say, no, 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 I will not drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Most of us will easily switch. Okay, if Pepsi is not available, Coca-Cola is there. If Coca-Cola is not available, Pepsi is there. They easily switch. Then I told you that Pepsi, in all over the world, Coca-Cola has 7% more sales than Pepsi. What is the reason? The reason is only the availability. All over the world, Coca-Cola is more available in the shops. Distribution is better than Pepsi. Whereas in Middle East, in Oman, UAE, Saudi, Bahrain, Kuwait, the distribution of Pepsi is better. So the sales of Pepsi in Middle East is more than Coca-Cola. Only because of one thing, distribution. That means Pepsi has more manufacturers of bottles here in Oman and in other Middle East countries, and they can distribute it better. Distribution means you will put your product in different shops, so it will become available to the customer. Okay, so that means low involvement products, the quality is the same for most of the customers. For most of the customers, the quality is the same. So that means customer would be sometimes looking at availability. In terms of Pepsi and Coke, which P do you think is more better? Place. So there are 4 P's like product, price, promotion, and place. So Pepsi and Coke are using place strategy. Place strategy means availability. The product is available. Product is available. Is it okay now?
It's okay, Mr.
Okay, so let me move forward. I just received a comment from, okay, Rashid is there. Okay, good. Okay, so then moving forward, so I come back to the case which I was discussing. So I am going to start a water bottle business. So I will produce water bottles and then I have to make it attractive to the customer. Okay, do I have a target market for it? Yes. In Oman, Many people, most of the people, they use water bottles for drinking purposes, right? In many countries, it is not the case. In my country, only rich people will drink this because it is expensive. And most of us, we have water filters at our home. Water filter means it's a water purifier. You will take the tap water, you will put inside it, it will clean the water and you will drink it. So in my country, let's say in Pakistan or even in India, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, in these countries, people, they normally, only few people buy water bottles, mineral water bottles. They normally use water purifiers, water filters. They will put it in their home, they will buy it for one time, and then they will just put water in it, it will purify and they will use it. So is there a target market for water bottles in Oman? Yes, because many people, they buy it, right? So the market is there, customers are there who may be interested in buying your product. Okay, then what P do you think I should focus on? Product, price, promotion, or place? You can select more than one, but you have to tell me the reason. Which P do you think for my low involvement product, that is the water bottle, do you think it is more important?
Again, please.
Again, okay. I'm saying that I'm starting a business of water bottles. All of you, most of you told me that it is a low involvement product. Good. Now you have to tell me my marketing strategy. Strategy means how to do it. So there are 4 P's for it: product, price, promotion, and place. You can see it in your slides as well. I am just there: product, price, place, and promotion. What do you think for water bottles, which are low involvement products? What do you think? On which P should I focus more?
Sir, the screen come black. What do you do?
Okay, let me share it again then. Okay, so I shared the slides again.
The product should be clean. The price already it will be low. The promotion.
Okay, let me tell you. For low involvement products, maybe promotion is okay, what you said. Maybe price may not be okay. Why? If you see water bottles, small water bottle, every one would be giving for 100 paisa, right? Or 50 paisa, whatever is that. That means for low involvement products, they try to have the same market price. What does it mean? It means the cost of making that product for most of the companies is same. You need a plastic bottle, right? You need a label. You need a machine which will fill water in it, right? You need some workers who will be packing those bottles. So for every company, water bottle company, the process is same. Do you get my point? And same type of minerals they are adding in the water. After cleaning the water, they are putting the same minerals in it, like calcium, potassium, whatever it is there in that water, or sodium. Now that means the cost of making a water bottle for almost all the companies should be the same. Maybe a difference of 10 paisa or 5 paisa, not more than that. That is why you will find the price of these bottles same. Why the price of Pepsi and Coke is same? Because these cold drinks, soft drinks, they have almost the same cost. This is true for low involvement products. If you are making a pen, some other company is also making a same type of a pen. What do you think? The price should be the same. Why? For making this ball pen, you need plastic, you need some printing on it. So plastic cost for you or for that company may be same, almost same. Making, you need some machine which will make this, maybe it is the same. So most of the time, you will find the price of low involvement products to be the same. That means you cannot, most of the time, you cannot make price strategy. Price strategy. Price strategy means my price is always lower than my competitor's price. In case of a low involvement product, if your price is low than your competitor, that means you will get more customers. Why? Because if the same type of a ball pen, I am getting it for a low price, I will buy it. But for that, my cost should be less. Then my price would be low. I give you the example. For example, I find a water in Wadi-e-Kabir or Wadi-e-TV to be clean, more clean. That means now I will first, every company is cleaning the water 3 times. I'm just giving you an example. Now, Wadi-e-Kabir water, I will only clean for 1 time. That means my cost has come less. Now I can make one water bottle. The cost of one water bottle is only 30 paisa for me. 30 paisa. I can sell it for 80 paisa. Others are making the same water bottle for 50 paisa because they have to clean the water 3 times. Now I can make price strategy. If you find some raw material means the material for making your product. If you find some raw material which is cheap and it has the same function, then in that case you can take price strategy. Otherwise, you cannot. Otherwise, your price will be the same or similar to your competitor. Do you get my point? So price strategy in low involvement products is difficult until unless you, for example, I find this water I told you. For example, if I am doing the business of ball pen, I find some material which is similar to plastic, but it is cheap than plastic. Then I will make the ball pens which are much cheap. The cost will be less for me. Then I will put my profit on it and then I will sell it into the market. Still, my pen will be cheaper than others' pens. Why? Because I am using a material which is similar to plastic. Customers will not know about it. But the cost of that raw material, that type of a material is much less than plastic. Do you get my point? So
Yes.
yeah. So that means low involvement product, it is very difficult to take price advantage. Price advantage is difficult. Last time I told you, these 4 P's give you competitive advantage. Competitive, I'm putting it in the chat box. This is on your slides as well. Competitive advantage means you are doing it better than your competitor. So you need to get some P which is better than your competitor. Okay, so my water bottle company, I cannot take price advantage. Why? Because I am taking the same water, I have to clean it 3 times. Then I will fill it in the plastic bottle. Plastic cost for all the companies is the same. Label cost is the same. Machine would be the same technology, right? So that means I cannot take price advantage. That means others are selling their water bottle for 100 paisa. I cannot sell it for 80 paisa. I will also sell it for 100 paisa. So price advantage, maybe no. Then you said about promotion. Yeah, promotion is possible. What is promotion? Promotion is different from price. What is promotion? Promotion means maybe for some period of time. Yeah, yes, Mohammed Saeed. You wanted to say something.
Continue, please.
If you want to add something, it's okay about promotion.
After you.
Okay. So promotion, remember, promotion is also a price drop. That means your price will be less than competitor, but for some period of time. In this month, I have given a promotion. That means only in this month, the price of my product will be less. But still, remember, marketing definition is you are satisfying the customer at a profit. Still, you should have profit in it if you are giving promotion. For example, before I am selling for 100 paisa water bottle. Now, in this month, in order to attract more customers, because this is low involvement product, if I give promotion, customer will buy it more because they will get less price. In this month, I will give my bottle for 80 paisa. Now, 80 paisa is not my cost. My cost was 50 paisa. I was taking a profit of 50 paisa. So total 100 paisa was there. So 50 paisa plus 100 paisa, one bottle. Now I am taking a profit of 30 paisa only for one bottle in this month. The advantage is I have made lot of bottles, water bottles. I want customers to buy them now. Okay, so I will give promotion. Remember, promotions, most of the companies or brands, they give you promotion when they want, they have made more products. That means they have more supply than demand. Demand means customers who are demanding the product. When the supply is more than demand, the company brand will give some promotion. Promotion means they will still sell the product on profit, but the profit will be bit less for some period of time. For some period of time. For example, you are working for Almarai milk packs are there, Almarai company. Okay, every day you make milk packs, and there is some expiry date of it as well. Now your supply is more, and sometimes your milk packs customers are not buying. For example, in one day you are making 1,000 milk packs. Let's say for the last 5 or 6 days, only 900 customers are buying it. That means 100 is still there. What will your company do? Because it will expire after some time. What will your company do? They will give some promotion. So if they were selling a milk pack for 200 paisa, now they will sell it for 150 paisa. Let's say, I'm just giving you an example. But still the cost should be less than 150 paisa. They are still making profit. Even on promotions, they will make profit. And promotion will be for some time. After 1 month or 10 days or 15 days, the promotion will end. It will come back on the same price. That is why price strategy or advantage is different from promotion advantage. Is this point clear? You can put your response in the chat box. Okay. So, okay, good. So let us move forward. So Mohammed Saeed told us one advantage which we can take as a low involvement product, which is promotion. Okay. What about other two P's, product and place? What do you think? Can I use anything more? Because promotion has become very common. Promotion has become very common. Like many companies will give promotion. So what do you think? Any other which I can take? Any other advantage?
Of course, Mr. Place.
Place, yes. Very nice. We can take place advantage. Place advantage means now think in the form in the perspective of an entrepreneur. It is very easy for companies like Almarai or Oasis or Salala or some other companies. Okay, sorry. So these companies like Almarai, Salala, or even Pepsi or Coke, it is very easy for them to have a distribution network. Distribution means to put their product in many shops. Why? Because they will have some transport company or logistic company. Logistic company means they will take it from their company factory where they are making those soft drinks or water bottles, and they will take it to whole Oman. Almarai is not Oman based, right? It is maybe UAE based. It is Amarati company, but they can distribute it in whole Middle East. Let's say Mazoon now. Mazoon company is Oman based. They can also distribute. They have a big network. They are not small companies. They are large companies. They have lot of money with them. They have lot of finance with them. So they can easily distribute. They can have a very good distribution network. But think about yourself. You are starting a business of water bottles, and you are an entrepreneur. That means you are starting a business which is probably a small or a medium business, right? Maybe in one day you will produce only 1,000 water bottles. You have less machines with you, right? You cannot have a big setup like those companies. Now, how can you take a place advantage? That means your product should be available in most shops. As an entrepreneur, it is difficult, right? Or is it easy? That means if I am starting my business in Sur city, in most of the shops here in Sur, you can find my bottle. Maybe it is not possible in the start. Because big companies, it is easy. Large companies, like Oasis or Noor or Salala, these companies, it's easy. Why it is easy? Because they have a good distribution network. They can pay money to the transporter, logistical companies. They can put their product in different hypermarkets like Carrefour, Lulu, Makkah hypermarket, Rames, and even at the small supermarkets or small shops as well. It's easy for them, but maybe not easy for you. So how can you take place advantage as an entrepreneur? This is very important to know. Now, what will you do? If I am starting a business of water bottles, maybe I will focus first on one area, maybe one, anyone, where I think more people will buy my product. Let's say it is souk. So how can I take a place advantage at start? I will make sure that my water bottles would be available in every shop in souk. Every shop which is selling water bottles or which are selling some products, I will put my water bottles there. Do you get my point? Now, more customers will buy it there. I will get more money and I will make my business large. And the time will come when I will be able to place my product in the whole city. Then I will go to maybe Muscat or some other cities. Then it will become Oman. Then I will become multinational. Multinational means in many countries. For example, Pepsi is a multinational company. And Pepsi is there. McDonald's is a multinational. It is in many countries, right? It's a global thing. Samsung, Apple, multinational company. It takes time. So you need to be, simply you say, I will use place strategy. Maybe you have to tell specifically how would you use it as an entrepreneur. Because can you place your product in all the shops, or if, would your product be available on for all? Maybe no. Now people are using another strategy, that is online, right? Online is very easy. Amazon, it is making the product available to you at any location. So you can order on Amazon. Maybe you are in Oman, product will come to you in 5 to 7 days or 10 days. And obviously there is a credibility. Credibility means people think product coming from Amazon would be checked and verified. That is why many people buy it on Amazon or eBay. There are many other sites where only few people buy. But this is about availability. You can find the product online now if you are not finding. But most of the time on Amazon or eBay, you are looking at high involvement products, not low involvement products. You are looking for clothes, high involvement most of the time. You are looking for mobile phones, high involvement. Looking for laptops, high involvement. Looking for something else like some electronic products, high involvement products, not low involvement products. So this you must keep it in mind. Okay, good. Okay, quickly. So I have to move forward. Quickly tell me, for what do you think the strategy for which P is for Apple company? Yeah, so Rashid Said said product strategy. Yes, it is a product strategy. Good. Because product strategy means, as iPhone is a high involvement product, they will put features in their product which will satisfy most of the customers. Now, there are many people who do not like iPhone. I told you, quality is different, right? In high involvement products, you can have customers, different thinking of customers, not for low involvement. Low involvement customers would think the same. Ball pen, ball pen. But mobile phone, maybe you have different requirements, I have different requirements. In that case, you focus more on your product. Most of the companies, like for high involvement, they would focus on product. Samsung is also focusing on product. They are using more of a product strategy. But how? Their product strategy is different from Apple's strategy. Apple is making only iPhone. They are putting more features in it. More features like, okay, customer, they have a requirement that if it fell from their hand, it will not break. So they are using Gorilla Glass. Customer, when they use Android mobile phone, after 1 year, it becomes slow and sluggish. Why? Because it will get a virus, Android. So Apple made a new operating system, which is in your Apple iPhone, which is different. It cannot get virus. It will not become slow. And there are some other features as well. I never used iPhone, so I don't know. I just know some features. But there are people who like to use Android mobile phones. So Samsung product strategy is different. Samsung will make mobile phones of different types. So what I need, I can find some from the iPhone, from Samsung. If you need something else, you will find it there as well. If for me, the price of the mobile phone should be less, Samsung also has that type of a product. So Samsung is also using a product strategy. That means, but it is different from Apple. They are making many products with different features. Whereas Apple is using it like one product with many features in it. So both are using product strategy more. Yes, Samsung, you can use more than one P, more than one P. Let me give you an example. Pizza Muscat. Pizza Muscat is there, right? Right? Pizza Muscat. So if you go to Pizza Muscat is in the center of the city, near city center, here in Seoul. So they are taking place advantage, yes? It is very easy for them to deliver, and many people come to city center. Remember, city center means nearby more people will be living. More people will be there. So more access to the, because this is a shop. This is not some product which you can put in different shops. This is itself a shop, a retail outlet. So what they are doing, they are taking a place advantage as well. Whereas Domino's is not near the city center. Domino's is far. Okay. Then other advantage, the other advantage is if you ask them, if you see their menu, if you open, there is buy one, get one free on Tuesday and Saturday, like. That is promotion. Only on 2 days. Buy one, get one. But remember, even then they will be selling it for a profit. They will be selling it for a profit. This is marketing, right? So the point is they are using play strategy, they are using promotion strategy as well. And if you see, they would have many flavors of pizza. So they are using to some extent product strategy as well. Do you get my point? So companies can use more than one piece. They can use more than one piece, but their focus would be more on one piece than the other products, the other piece. That you must keep in mind. Do you, is it okay? Is it okay till now? Now you know the 4 P's? Okay. So 4 P's should be clear to you. These are very important. These 4 P's, you should have this knowledge. In marketing, these 4 P's are very important. You should know which P you should use as an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you have a bigger challenge. You don't have a lot of money to go for a product strategy as well as place strategy or as well as price strategy or promotion strategy. Maybe you can use one P more than the other as at the start, because your business will be a small or a medium business. You say, no, I am an entrepreneur, I will start a large company. Maybe you are very lucky to have a lot of money. Then why are you starting a business? If you already have a lot of money with you, why would you start a large business? Just keep that money with you and spend it. Entrepreneurs, they do business to get money, right? You will be doing a business with something new to earn profit. You have a motivation to it, right? I don't have a lot of money, so if I'm an entrepreneur, I will try to do some business to get more profit. If you already have a lot of money, then why should you start a business? So remember, as an entrepreneur, you will start as a small or a medium business. Then you will grow. Every company, even Apple, Steve Jobs, entrepreneur. Why? Because he started a very small company. Then it grew up. Now it's a multinational, global company. Same, Bill Gates, Microsoft, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. These the people are entrepreneurs. I told you they are tech entrepreneurs. They are using technology, right? But they started from a small. company, small business. Okay, so moving forward, can you see the slides? Still, you can see the slides or no? Is it possible to see the slides? Yes. Okay. Okay. So coming back. Okay. Now I will go through the 4 objectives of a marketing plan. 4 objectives. Very easy. Just focus on the word. Identify the specific target market. Specify the target market. Target market means for your idea, for your type of product, there should be customers for it. You must, as an entrepreneur, you must determine the need. Even for water bottles, I asked you, is there a target market in Oman? Because in many countries, they don't have. If I start my business of water bottles in Pakistan, maybe it will not be as successful as in Oman because there are many customers. Everyone actually buys. Okay. I ask you one thing about target market. I'm going to start a business of tricycle. Tricycle, you know, this is a kid cycle. I put it in a chat box. 3 types. Okay. In Sur, there are only 5% kids which are below the age of 10 years. Only 5%. So, is it a good idea to start? Do I have a big target market with me or no? Yes. Yeah. Chikra said no. That means I do not have a big target market because only 5%. Maybe there are 10,000 people living in this city. Yes, Abdul. Thank you. So 10,000 people are living in Sur city. Out of them, only 5% would be kids who can buy my tricycle. Maybe I have a very good idea of a tricycle, like it will be a fancy tricycle. It will attract the kids. But if there are less kids in the city, that means the target market is not there. As an entrepreneur, remember, you must identify the target market before you implement your business. You start your business, you must identify the target market. Good. Okay, second point. Only the words focus on that. Identify the specific target market. The company will serve, don't need to remember it. Second thing, determine customer needs and wants through market research. Now, what is a market research? Now, I tell you, if Pepsi is going for a market research, what they will do? If there is a new taste of Coca-Cola, okay, I tell you, Coca-Cola has many tastes. In many countries, you will find Coca-Cola in strawberry taste, Coca-Cola in peach taste, Coca-Cola in lemon taste as well, Coca-Cola itself. But it is not available here. Point is, there is maybe the people did not want it. You need to determine the needs and want of a people. There is a difference between need and a want. I will clarify it right now. But you have to go, companies, they do market research. For Pepsi and Coca-Cola, it's very easy. They will do a survey. What will happen? There will be a stall of Pepsi or Coca-Cola in Carrefour or in Isa. When Mazoon company started, like last year, when they were doing a survey, market research. So they were asking people to taste their milk and tell them whether they like it or not. It's easy, market research. You are taking a survey. Survey means you are taking information from the customer. Pepsi and Coke, if they are coming up with a new taste, they will do the same thing. Or you can do a survey. Survey like you will make a questionnaire and ask different people whether they will like a product if it has this type of feature. Or as an entrepreneur, I told you, for you, maybe you cannot do surveys like big companies. They have a lot of money. They can hire any marketing research team. They will pay them money and those people will collect that information from them. But as an entrepreneur, when you are starting your business, maybe you don't have that money with you. You don't want to have a big market research. Then your own observation is also good. I told you, for entrepreneur, observation is a valid market research. Observation is, I want to start a small restaurant, food restaurant. And in the newspaper, I read that in Oman, the tourism industry is growing. Tourism industry. That means many tourists are coming. So I come up with an idea. Okay, Sood is near the sea. Many tourists come here. So let me start a restaurant in which you can find Chinese food, Thai food, Italian food, Spanish food, and Omani food as well, or Indian food as well. Now, what is the advantage? Which type of fee I am using in my restaurant? Product strategy. Different type of food, right? Products would be there. But did I identify? Yes, because many tourists are coming to Oman and it is increasing. This is in the report. Now this will work as a market research for me. Maybe I will not go for some survey or something like that. This is okay for entrepreneurs. They should have a very good observation. They can use it as a market research. Okay. Remember, there is a difference between need and want. There are no buses in Sood city, let's say. I need a car to travel from my home to here. That means my need is a car. But I want Lexus car. That means I think Lexus has the features which are according to my need. Want is something which maybe you may not fulfill. Maybe I don't have the money to buy Lexus car. I may end up buying a Toyota car. But my need is a car. Yes. So in market research, you will determine the needs and wants. Let's say you determine that in many areas in Oman, still there is a need for, you need to sell some good water bottles. Want can be different. Okay, let me ask you. There is a report, you read it in a newspaper or in some article, that in Oman, car sales are going up. That means people need more cars. Yes? So this can be worked as your market research. But remember, with market research, there is another type of a research which is called industry research. This is also in the slides I will show you. But remember, now it is a good business to import cars from different countries at cheap rate and sell it in Oman. Yes? There is a need because people need cars. Car sales are going up. But there is another report which tells, which is industry report. Industry means which companies are successful. This report says in Oman, 70% people, they only buy Toyota, 20% people, they buy Lexus, and 10% people, they buy other companies' cars. This is industry research, not market research. Market research is about customers. Industry research is about companies which are doing that type of a business. So the Other report, industry research says, I put it in a chat box. This will also, I will show you in the slides as well. Industry research. Industry research is always about companies which are doing that type of a business. The report says 70% will only buy Toyota cars in Oman. 20% will buy Lexus car. 10% will buy others like Honda or Geely or uh, Subro, these type of cars. So you are going to import Volkswagen cars. Now, is your idea good? Market research says there is a need of cars because the sales of car is going up. But industry research says 70% people only buy Toyota car in Oman. So you want to import Volkswagen cars. Volkswagen is a German company car, very good cars, but is it a good idea? Is there someone who wants to reply? Are you people there? So you think it's a good idea to import Volkswagen cars? Why? If you get an industry research which says that 70% would only buy 70% will only buy Toyota car, that means, and 20% will buy Lexus. That means you only have 10% which are buying other brand cars. So Volkswagen will come in that one. You get my point? Only 10%, or out of 10%, maybe 2% people will buy Volkswagen. Out of 10%. 70%, that means the industry research is not as per your needs. So this is what I want to tell you. You have to see market research as well as the industry research as an entrepreneur to become successful. Sometimes market research is very good. That shows that if you start this company or idea, you will be successful. But when you start that business, you come to know that there are many companies, people prefer them. People want to buy them, their product, not your product. In that case, you become unsuccessful. You will close the business. This is what happens with many entrepreneurs. Many entrepreneurs, they have this issue. And they will close their business after 1 year because they will not get the profit which they were expecting. So just keep it in mind. Market research is important, but industry research is also important. Okay, let me quickly move forward. The third point, so you need to determine the customer needs and wants through market research. But I told you market research is important, but at the same time, industry research is also important. Third point is very easy for you now. You need to analyze competitive advantage to build a marketing strategy. What does it mean? Competitive advantage, I told you, come with 4 P's. So you have to make for any company, you have to determine which P is more important, which P is more important for them. Last point is the similar, you need to create a marketing mix. So you determine that product strategy you will use. Okay, this is your marketing strategy to get competitive advantage. But last point says you need to go for a marketing mix. Marketing mix means Don't use only one P. Try to use two P's. Like I'm using product strategy. Sometimes I will use promotional strategy as well. This is mix. Mix means mix one or two P's together. Okay. So let's say you have a low involvement product and you have a place strategy. Place strategy means your product is available in many shops. With that, sometimes comes with promotion. Okay. So this is a marketing mix. You must determine it. So these are the 4 objectives of a marketing plan. Moving forward, your good marketing plan should have these things. Let me discuss them one by one. I'm not going through these 10 points. I will directly go to market research. Market research, I told you. And remember, in marketing research, you can have 2 types of data, primary data and secondary data. What is primary data? Market research, I told you, this is about customers. This is a customer research. Okay. So you collect information from the customers who can buy your product, who may be interested in buying your product. Okay. You can collect market research as a primary data or secondary data. Primary data or secondary data. What is the primary data? The definition is research conducted directly on the subject. Subject means customer. Subject means customer here. Okay. If I do a questionnaire and I take your response on it as a customer, I did it for many, or I take interviews from some people, this is primary data. Why? Because you are doing it yourself. No one has given you this information. You are using your knowledge, your ability to collect the information. First time, first hand. This is primary data. Directly you are doing it as an entrepreneur, or your people are doing it. They are collecting the information for the first time. Now, what is secondary data? Secondary data is indirect research. Let's say you get some information from Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry about the type of business you are going to. So they give you the market research, some data. Now that is not primary data. That is secondary data. They collected it and now you are using it. If you get some data from the website of some company, this is also secondary data, right? Okay, then I ask you, you have to tell me whether it is a primary data or a secondary data. I get information from the newspaper, primary or secondary. I get some data or information, market research from the newspaper. Is it a primary data or a secondary data? I didn't collect it. Someone did a research and they told that in Oman, tourism industry is increasing by 5% every year. Did I do that research? No, someone else did it. I just read it in the newspaper. Primary means I collect that information. I go to different companies and collect that information, then it is primary. Direct. If it is indirect, yeah, it should be secondary data or secondary information, if you want to say. So this is secondary. So let me show you the slide. So you need to collect the data. You define a problem. Problem means what type of product you want to, and you can collect primary data or secondary. It's up to you which one is better. Analyze and interpret the data. This is what is done in marketing research. These are the primary research methods. You go for interviews, you give a telephone call, you have surveys or focus group. What is a focus group? Focus group means you make a group of people who have used that type of a product before, and you ask them questions that, okay, I'm going to make a product, I will put this feature in it. They will tell, no, 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 this is not good, or yes, this is good. This is known as a focus group. So you are making a focus group. You are collecting information from those people directly. So it is a primary data. Then observations, I told you, observation means you see yourself, not from a newspaper. You see yourself, and you, for example, I saw that in this area of Bilal, there is not a single good coffee shop. So I see it. I collect this observation. This is my observation. So this is primary observation. But if I read something in the newspaper and this is my observation, then it is secondary observation. So your observation can be primary, your observation can be secondary. Tracking. Tracking means you see some company, for example, I am looking at one coffee shop and I saw that, or that restaurant, let's say I want to start a restaurant, and I every day track one restaurant. I go there and I see that they are making more progress. They are getting more profit. This is tracking. You are tracking some company or some business in order to make some information for you, and you are doing it yourself. That is why it is primary. Review of book and record, you do it yourself, then it is primary data. Whereas secondary is like online search from some website, from some book, you take some information, or from your, even from your competitor website. Let's say I want to start a business of water bottles. I will check the website of the sales of Noor company or Salala company for their water bottles. That means I am getting information from them, how many water bottles to produce, let's say. Then this is a secondary data because they collected that information. I am just using it. So you must know the difference between primary and secondary data. Is this point clear? Is it clear? Primary and secondary. Yeah. Okay. So there is a SWOT analysis in this chapter. Industry research, I told you, the industry research is different from marketing research. I have left SWOT analysis and pest analysis for next class because I know this is a long class, so I don't want to burden you more right now. Inshallah, in the next class, I will do SWOT analysis and pest analysis. But the thing which we have done is the industry research. You must know industry research means marketing research. Market research means about customers. Industry research means about companies. Those who are doing that type of a business. Okay, and both things are important for you, market research as well as industry research. So just go through the slide of industry research. It is also the same, but it is for like interviews or observations or tracking or some statistical data or book or article or competitor website. Yes, but this is only about the industry, not about the customer. Okay. So inshallah, we will finish. There is market segmentation as well. Inshallah, we will finish it in your, I hope, because we have discussed 4 P's. This chapter we will inshallah finish in our next class. Next class will be next week, I believe. So, yes, Mohammed Saeed?
Inshallah, inshallah.
Yeah. So we will, in next 1 hour class, inshallah, we will finish this. And we will start unit our week 4, that is financials, the next slide. So there are some important things in this chapter, important things, market segmentation and SWOT and pest analysis. I will cover these 3 topics, inshallah, in the next class. And this is important, like for marketing, you must know 4 P's. Okay. You must know what is market research. You must know what is industry research. And you must know what is primary data, what is secondary data. These are important. Then market segmentation is important. We will discuss it inshallah in the next class. So do not miss the next class in terms of marketing. It will help you in future. So these things will also help, but this whole unit will help you. So please take that 1 hour class, because in that class I will finish marketing chapter, and then in next class for 2 hours, inshallah, we will move to financial statements. What is finance? Okay. So let me stop presenting. If you have any question, you can ask. You must know 4 P's. You must know market research. You must know industry research. Oh, the concept, okay? The primary data. What is primary data? What is secondary data? Okay, I will stop the recording.